Now for our next projectile motion consideration, so katong last time atong consider ang same elevation lang from starting to final position, karon is atong i-consider ang objects thrown upward, and then inaog siya, or objects thrown downward. So in this projectile motion, we call this free fall. No? So free fall, we call that free fall if the particle or the object is only acted upon by the gravitational acceleration. So in this first scenario here, we can kanus amon siya matawag og free fall. So from the word nga fall, no, matawag siya og fall kung free fall kung no external action involved and then nag-fall siya. So obviously, in this first scenario, magsugod ang free fall from this point downwards because wala no external force acted upon by this object and then only acted by the gravitational acceleration and the weight of the particle. So if maglabay kag object pasaka, so magkahinay-hinay magina siya no mabunas na sa point nga mohinay. So if you notice here, our initial velocity 1 is just is our initial velocity y. So ang y, ang atong velocity y is just equal to the initial velocity. So pagsaka na siya dito sa diri, ang velocity sa y is mohunong magina siya. And then at this point, at the topmost point, the velocity of y is just equal to 0. And then from this point to this point downward, so this will become our initial velocity sa ani nga point panaog. So this is 0 and then panaog siya. So this is our maximum height reached by the projectile. So ang other pod is ang kaning free fall gyud siya no, gitagak siya gikan sa baba panaog. So this is a free fall. So since there is no x component or horizontal component consideration in this scenarios, the free fall kay objects thrown upward naman gyud along the y-axis. So we use the equations for the y component. So kato si you have the vy is equal to voy minus gt. You also have the y is equal to y naught plus voy minus 1 half gt squared. And then the third one, we have the vy squared is equal to voy squared minus 2g y minus y naught. So sa may naani. Okay. So ang ako lang gusto i-consider diri is the equation is this one and also this one. But ang pinaka-useful ani is this one. Okay, let's start with I would like to solve this one. So y is equal to y naught plus voy minus 1 half gt squared. So from this equation, ang atong y is ang traveled na distance ni particle. So from this point, panaog. So atong y is just equal to h or the y max. And then y naught is the initial position of the particle. So let's say ang ato ang gihimong origin is this one. So this becomes 0. Kung kani atong gihimong origin, this becomes 0. T times time. So the y component of the velocity sa starting position is 0. So 0 times time, it becomes 0. Okay? Since this is the origin and this is downward, so ang kaning y is just negative y. So negative y is equal to negative 1 half gt squared. Makancel negative. So our y or maximum height for a free fall scenario or this one is just equal to 1 half gt squared. So this is our height max. And then if we were asked for the final velocity just before it hits the ground from this point to here, so same, Vy is equal to Voy minus GT. So 0 na rin siya. Then our final velocity is just equal to negative G times time, or equals to Vy equals to GT. It means that the velocity moves downwards. So itong time nga gistoryan diri is from this point to this point. Now, if you were asked the total time traveled in this scenario, so kani yung total time is good saka paubos. So if you're asked in this problem, the total time traveled, so natay time traveled pasaka, then natay time traveled paubos. If you notice atong gigamitan nga time travel is this one to this one. So by symmetry, so pasaka panawag ang total time traveled niya is same na sila. So symmetry mo na sila. So yung time niya pasaka is same sa iyang time paubos. So itong natay, if natay makuha nga time paubos, so i-times 2 lang na, then atong total time traveled traveled is just equal to twice of the time nga itong gigamit diri. So that is only 4D. This is only applicable for free falling objects.